The San Francisco 49ers are on an historic pace offensively and can do something that hasn't been done in the NFL in almost 20 years. That's how well Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, and the rest of the 49ers are operating their offense right now. It's really, really special. But let's take a look at this interesting stat that the 49ers are compiling and on pace to complete by the end of the year. And it's actually something that I kind of talked about during the offseason. But let's take a look at these numbers, shall we? The San Francisco 49ers are on pace to be the first team with a 4,000-yard passer, obviously Brock Purdy, and 4 players with 1,000 scrimmage yards, which are Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. Since the 2004 Colts did it with Peyton Manning, Edgar James, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, and Brandon Stokely. That just so happened to be a year where Peyton Manning won the MVP award. Now, that Colts team was pretty darn good. Obviously, most of those Colts teams were good when you had Peyton Manning throwing to Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Edgar James, and Brandon Stokely, with just how well those guys all played as a unit. Obviously, Peyton Manning was just absolutely phenomenal. He led his team to a 12-4 record that season in 2024. They got one playoff win against the Broncos in the wild card, but they did lose the divisional round playoff to the Patriots, and that was the year the Patriots also won the Super Bowl. So they did lose to the eventual Super Bowl winner. But again, this speaks to how well the San Francisco 49ers offense is producing at this time. The San Francisco 49ers, man, have the opportunity to be able to carry 4 1,000-yard scrimmage yard players. Like, that's crazy, especially with all the talk about Brock Purdy and who he is and what he is and all these different types of things. To potentially have 4 players go over 1,000 scrimmage yards. Obviously, Kittle and Ayuk those all come through the air. CMC and Deebo Samuel are split in a sense of rushing and receiving, but we know they're both closer to 50-50 splits than anything else. So it's just a remarkable feat that the San Francisco 49ers offense is operating at, with Brock Purdy at the helm, but with Kyle Shanahan calling all the shots. And to be in this category with the 2004 Colts, who I know didn't go far in the playoffs, but if you guys can go back 20 years and remember that those Peyton Manning teams with Marvin Harrison, with Reggie Wayne, my goodness, they were special. Those were 2 special wide receivers. Stokely was no slouch, and neither was Edgar James. Prime Edgar James was a baller. And of course, Peyton Manning, legendary quarterback. My hot take is that if you evaluate quarterbacks without the Super Bowls, you know what I mean? Obviously, any conversation about best quarterback ever is going to be heavily weighted to Tom Brady, and I'm fine with it. He won all those championships. Obviously, Steve Young, Joe Montana are in the conversation. But it's the same conversation with Dan Marino a little bit. If you take away the weighted Super Bowls, which of course it's a big hypothetical because that actually happened, I would say Peyton Manning is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play. Like, he's up there with just he didn't win all those championships, but when it comes to operating offense, just being smarter than everyone else, Peyton Manning, man, was that guy. I think he was the best quarterback. I think he was better than Brady from just a quarterback standpoint. But of course, that's a hot take because he didn't win as many championships, and I understand it. But the point being is, Brock Purdy is doing something that Peyton Manning did, which is crazy, right? Second-year quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, all the things you want to call out and assign to him, being able to carry and withstand an offense with this much production is special. We haven't seen an offense like this with the 49ers. I mean, for the better part of, I don't know, 3 decades almost. So, what the 49ers are doing right now is absolutely special. It's historic, and they really do have an opportunity to keep shattering records. We know a huge part of Brock Purdy's success has just been consistently taking down records, and all those different types of things. And Brock has been absolutely fantastic. But of course, it's a team effort. It takes everyone involved to chip in and do their part. And so to be able to be in this category from my perspective is fantastic. I mean, it really is. That team was really good. Like I said, they didn't go as far, but they led the NFL with 522 points that year. They set an NFL record with 51 total touchdown passes from Peyton Manning. And like I said, Peyton Manning was able to get the MVP. And, you know, like I said, he broke the Dan Marino's record for touchdown passes in a season. This was arguably one of the best seasons we have ever seen from a quarterback in the NFL. And Brock Purdy is on pace with that. Um, Peyton Manning attempted fewer than 500 total passes, but he was able to put up a lot of production still as a result. So, again, that was a special year, a special regular season for the Colts where they definitely took down some records and Peyton Manning did some Peyton Manning things. So for the fact that a second year Brock Purdy can be even attached to that 2004 team, that's pretty special. That's pretty awesome. Um and when I think about that and I like sit on it a little bit more, it just again reiterates the point of we have people out here trying to discredit what the 49ers are doing without understanding where they're currently sitting in the hierarchy of the NFL legends in the past and statistically measuring these guys and what they're being able to accomplish. They're doing something special right now. Brock Purdy is doing something special. CMC, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, special. Kyle Shanahan, special. They are really building a case right now. And if they can continue this pace for the next 5 games, this is going to be a huge situation for the San Francisco 49ers moving forward. And they can really build upon this, which is a good sign moving forward. So let me know what you guys think about this stat. Do you think that there's a weight to be able to compare them to that 2004 Colts team? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.